Hey, okay, Goodwill haul. First things first. Got a goddamn Djembe. $14. 14 bucks there. This is just gonna be a local flip. I don't like doing local flips because you have to interact with weirdos, and this is gonna be certainly not an exception to that. But it's got the real animal skin. I went to a notorious hippie college, so I'm intimately familiar with these things against my will. This is a good one, I think. It's real wood, skin, no problems with it. I think I'll probably throw this up on OfferUp for 100 bucks and see what positive spirit I can manifest with my energy field. The rest of it's clothing. Goodwill was packed with resellers today. It was asshole day at Goodwill. This is new with tags. Here you go. That's the brand right there. Good work. Jesus. All right. Here. Worth at least 50 bucks. Got it for 7. This is actually not a very good brand. It's a streetwear brand that used to be cool, and now it's not cool, apparently. But I'll throw this up for 20. The novelty of the print I'm going to use to accelerate the sale speed, not to try to squeeze more money out of it, because these are not in that high of demand, but there's enough demand to warrant doing that. I finally started switching over to buying some of this quick flip stuff just without having to look it up. Lacoste size 6 men's polo shirts are very high sell-through. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you're new to the channel, I do primarily quick flipping for clothing, meaning I attempt to mostly just source stuff that is in very high demand, meaning it has really, really high sell-through, close to 100%, as close as possible. I do that, and occasionally I will cherry pick higher dollar items, longer tail stuff to supplement my store with. This is one of the best brands. This hits all of the buttons. It is quick flipping, and there's not a lot of competition, and the prices are relatively high for what it is. It's a polo shirt. Anything Mack Weldon will sell. This is a generally solid brand. You do have to tread with a little bit of caution here because some of the stuff takes a while to sell. These quilted jackets, at least the keywords, marine layer quilted jacket women, it's 8 active, 7 sold, and 7 complete. So it's just right in the pipe, and probably list this at like 40 bucks. That's quilted is the keyword for this kind of fabric, where it has the cross hatching. Generally, it's bigger units than this, but this is still quilted. I got the Djembe, and I took a bunch of stuff. I bought everything that I just showed you, and I went out to my car, dropped the Djembe off, and then came back in and sourced for another, I don't know, hour or so. Had a rack battle with a guy with a mullet who smelled like a fart, who was wearing a Frank Zappa shirt. And one of the employees tried to steal 2 cents from me again. Great day. That's the vintage tag. You can also tell it's vintage because this is all blanched out. This is a denim almost a jacket. It's really, it's like a heavy shirt, pearl snap shirt. It's got a little bit of gooberage on one of the sleeves, but this is a solid buy. And I don't price these way up. I'll put this up for 30 or 35, which is on the low end. That's bottom of the market. And then this is new to me. It's a vintage thing. Swim trunks, board shorts, or whatever. Really high sell-through on these vintage, 100% sell-through, and they all sell for around 40 bucks. Who knows why? All right, last thing. This is one of those long tail items I was extolling. As per Thrift Fever's recommendation, the gold trumpeter Hart Schaffner Mark stuff is apparently more expensive. Couldn't really find any comps on this, but I pulled the trigger because it's 10 bucks, and I'm trying to round out my store with more $100+ items. I'm trying to always skew towards one end of the market. I'm either pricing down to get a quick flip, or I'm pricing up in the hopes that eventually it'll pay off. And that's my strategy right now. That's my long-term strategy, is I'm still focusing on the quick flipping stuff, but I want to slowly, incrementally build up a stockpile of more expensive stuff, because I think it does really make a difference. Once you hit a certain critical mass where you're making at least 1 or 2 sales, high dollar sales per week, you know, $400 profit sales a month is equivalent to the part-time job that I got laid off from recently. So that's the plan right now. I think that was everything. Yeah, that was everything. Yeah, I'm gonna try to slow down a little bit. The haul is over. If you don't give a shit about my personal life, you're under no obligation to continue listening to this video. But yeah, the plan going forward is to try to mark some stuff up. Also, I want to plant a flag here and announce I am going full straight edge for real. My energy level has been not dangerous in terms of how low it is, but troublesome, and it poses an obstacle. I don't know if anybody else deals with this, but the energetic demands of reselling full-time are intense. I mean, I had a job as a fly fishing guide in Alaska where I was on my feet for like at least 8 hours, typically like 12 hours a day, wading through Alaskan rivers and you know, filleting fish until 10 at night, and it was brutal. This is actually more exhausting than that was. This is actually harder, and I just am like barely, like barely alive. I mean, I don't know what it is. So I'm changing my diet up. No more alcohol. No more caffeine. I'm gonna cut down on sugar, and I'm gonna fix my sleeping habits. So I'm only telling you this not because it's important, but it's just an accountability thing for me. So I won't trouble you any further with details of my personal life. But if you're having issues with that as well, then solidarity. All right. Thanks for watching, guys.